Please welcome Roblox Senior Vice President of Engineering, Nick Turno.
Hello, RDC. It's so great to be back here with all of you. My name is Nick Turno, and I lead our creator and engine groups here at Roblox. And I tell you, all year, every year, this is the event I look forward to the most. And I know what you're thinking, but no, it's not because of the swag. Though the swag is very good. It's because the energy, the collaboration, and the pure creativity in this room is higher than anywhere else on the planet. This is what is happening, and it's this which fuels everything we do at Roblox. So welcome to the Roblox Developer Conference. This is our time to connect, to learn, and to celebrate everything you all have accomplished over the last year. It's going to be an incredible couple of days. Now, we have a lot of exciting announcements to share with you. We're going to geek out a little bit. But before we look forward, I want to take a moment to look back at everything we've accomplished together over the last 12 months. Because what a year it's been. The last 12 months have been a year of explosive growth. And it's been driven by your creativity and your dedication. Let's consider our platform growth. Our global community is more engaged than ever before. And we recently hit a new milestone of 111.8 million daily active users across the platform, which is a growth rate of over 41% year over year. Now, when numbers get this big, sometimes it's helpful to try to put them in perspective by comparing to something else. And I want to call out the most recent Super Bowl had 127 million viewers. So this past quarter, together, we averaged approximately a Super Bowl on Roblox every single day. Yeah. It's incredible. And these users are diving deeper and deeper into your experiences than ever before. Now, there's a lot of ways to look at this. One way to see that is in the last year, we've seen more than 390 billion visits to experiences. Now, this is up 41% year over year. And if you do the math, this represents about 12,000 visits per second, which, as I understand it, is about the rate at which people all over the earth enjoy Coca-Cola beverages. It's also, incidentally, approximately the rate at which Roblox creators ask for emissive map support from our engine. Now, another way to look at this is in the last quarter, players spent a whopping 27.4 billion hours in your experiences. This is a 58% increase year over year. And it represents an average concurrent count of about 12 million users. Now, if you recall earlier from David's opening keynote, this is about where we were at the beginning of the year. This was about the peak Roblox had ever achieved at the beginning of the year. We're actually at about 11 million. So that what was our peak at the beginning of the year is now our average for the last quarter. So users are playing more, they're exploring more, and they're staying longer. Now, all of this is due to your hard work. You've been so productive this last year, keeping content fresh and keeping users engaged. We see this everywhere we look, but just one example is that every day, 26% of the top 1,000 experiences are updated or published. And you've been busy building on each other's work. We see this with the Creator Store. You've inserted more than 1.2 billion models into your experiences, and you've installed more than 500,000 plugins since the last RDC. And I want to give a big shout out to all of our plugin creators out there for accelerating creation across the entire community. Thank you. All right. Now, as the platform expands, so do the earning opportunities for all creators. Earlier, David shared that creators over the last year have earned over $1 billion. Our creator ecosystem includes many hobbyists, and of the millions of creators monetizing on Roblox, over 29,000 are part of our DevX program, with the median creator earning $1,440. But looking a little deeper at those numbers, in the last 12 months, the average revenue for a top 1,000 developer was $980,000, so nearly $1 million. For a top 100 developer, that average was $7 million. And for a top 10 developer, the average was $38.5 million. Now, these numbers sort of speak for themselves, but I want to call particular attention. While we see growth across the board, and you can see the growth numbers up on the screen, we see a growth rate for the top 1,000 of 2.9x over the last 5 years, which is higher than the growth rate of 2.8x for the top 100, and higher than the growth rate of 2.2 for the top 10. This means we're becoming a broader and deeper platform, and this is a trend we plan to continue. Building further on this, we also launched Creator Rewards earlier this summer. And it's early days, but we now have more creators earning for engagement than ever before. And here's just a couple stats. We're seeing an increase of 171% the number of creators earning with Creator Rewards relative to the prior engagement-based payout system. And on top of this, we're seeing of those creators who are earning more than 5 Robux through the EBP program, 73% of them are earning more with the Creator Rewards program. So more creators are earning, and all the creators are also earning more. So this broad-based growth is what we like to see. More and more people are able to build thriving businesses on this platform. Now, underlying this strength are stable experiences, continuing to drive growth. And here's another amazing stat. There are over 160 experiences on Roblox that have reached the 1 billion visits milestone. Now, in this past year, 50 new experiences have joined this exclusive club, which is a growth rate increase of more than 50% relative to the prior year. But here's another thing to be very excited about. Beyond this core strength of stable experiences, which we know and love, this is not a static platform. In fact, it's a platform that is increasingly dynamic, and it increasingly powers breakout hits. If we look just at experiences created in the last year, we see more than 2,000 of them have already hit 5 million visits. We see more than 1,000 of them have already hit 10 million visits. And amazingly, we see that 60 of them have already hit 100 million visits. This is within 1 year of that experience ID being set. So this means there is not a fixed set of leaders on this platform. New entrants have explosive growth potential. There's more experiences bursting onto the scene, but also core strength in established content, which is really the best of both worlds. Now, each time a new hit experience comes onto the platform, Roblox grows. And as the platform grows, this helps everyone else. We know this because the average user on Roblox plays 21 experiences per month. So players new to the platform might join for one experience, but they stay around to play many other experiences, benefiting the community as a whole. You can think of Roblox like a big tent, where each breakthrough experience adds a new tent pole, raising the canopy and inviting more users and creators to come in. And we're just getting started. You heard this morning about our audacious goal to become 10% of the global gaming market. Now, to get there, new tentpole experiences will emerge. New genres will emerge. And new genres push the boundaries of technology and game design, redefining our platform, and breakthroughs ripple across the ecosystem. So let's take a look at how things are going at the genre level. For this next section, I'd like to invite Greg Hartrell, our product lead for creator content, to the stage. Welcome, Greg.
Thank you, Nick. All right. I think we'll start with talking about shooters as a genre. Shooters hours played are up more than 100% year over year. Top shooters like Rivals and Gunfight Arena deliver the joy of a precision shot to secure the win. But they've done this by building their own server-side hit registration systems. They've optimized their game's performance to perform well on a Roblox game engine, and made these games playable on more devices supporting different input types to reach a wider audience.
Now, I love these too, but I feel like I've seen some new ones break through recently as well.
It's absolutely true. So it's worth calling out Weird Gun Game. It subverted this genre in really unique ways, building a part-by-part crafting system where you can assemble almost any kind of weapon. It's a pretty compelling game loop. You build any kind of weapon you want, you jump into a match to test it, and then you get to see if your kind of brand of weird wins.
So I've really wondered, Greg, and maybe you can help me out. Are these weird guns actually effective?
Well, sometimes weirdness is a strategy. I made a gun, for example, when you shot, that made a loud honking sound every time you shot.
A honk. Yeah, so how does that help?
It's actually not very helpful.
Yeah.
Turns out that your enemies know where you are all the time. But when you do this, your opponents know that they're getting killed by somebody with a honking weapon, and that's a psychological victory.
I see. It's very deep. I have many questions, but I think we need to move on.
Okay.
How are some of our more traditional genres doing?
We've got some really impressive growth in simulation, for example, in the last year. The genre evolved with the explosive growth of Grow a Garden and Steal a Brain Rot. They've smashed concurrency records in their own ways, but they've each done some interesting ways of reaching new heights, adding mechanics that encourage and reward compound social expression, and executing on these epic live events such as the admin wars that we saw only a couple weeks ago. And I have to confess, I don't know what Tortugini Dragon Fruttini is, but it makes me hungry.
Don't eat the memes.
Really? Fruit's in the name, Nick. It's edible. Okay, but if we're talking about food, we are talking about another genre. We're talking about survival. And this is where we've seen survival explode, and we saw the gripping and strategic challenges of 99 Nights in the Forest, pushing the genre forward. Very impressive. It innovates by seamlessly innovating with survival crafting, a little bit of tower defense, some open world exploration, and it features procedural map generation and AI pathfinding and behaviors for its NPCs. Not to mention the struggle with a demonic deer with boundary issues.
Yeah, I know all about deer struggles. We have one that comes into our yard and eats our flowers. Then it goes to our window and just kind of stares at us.
That sounds kind of terrifying, Nick. Maybe the deer's looking at its reflection?
No, I'm pretty sure it's the psychological victory thing you were just talking about.
We got to fear the deer, Nick. Fear the deer.
All right. Let's shift our focus to our roadmap. Our partnership with you all is built on trust, and trust is built on transparency.
Right now, we're going to do a live retrospective of our creator roadmap. We need to look at what we said we would do and what we actually did. We're here today to hold ourselves to account.
So we launched our creator roadmap in 2023, and we update it every quarter to give you visibility and build confidence that we're doing the right things for everyone in this community. And since our last RDC, we've shipped more than 102 items on our roadmap, but the details are an important part of showing what kind of job we're doing. So let's take a look. Here's our report card, wins and misses all together. While it's great to get 102 items out to the community, let's focus on a couple of stats.
First, let's look at our on-time delivery rate, which is 53% in this last year. That's down from 59% the year prior. The on-time delivery rate was impacted. We had a strategic shift in mid-year into what we call engineering excellence. This is higher quality, more stable code everywhere. This focus did yield critical wins for us. We now sit on significant increases in studio stability and, of course, the record-breaking platform concurrency we've all seen. But this quality bar does mean that we've had to delay releases. An example of this was last week's GLTF export, where we needed to spend more time making it more reliable, ensuring a compatibility with a lot of our backend systems, and we just firmly believe that this is our way going forward. Prioritizing stability is one of the best ways we think we can respect this community.
Yeah, another observation, it looks like we delayed about 31% of the items on our roadmap versus 25% last year.
Yeah, that's right. And look, we just have to apologize for that. There's an enormous number of opportunities everywhere, and new things, as you can imagine, are emerging as we grow. And that said, this coming year, we really need to focus on doing fewer things with higher consistency, and we're always going to prefer to deliver higher quality features instead of rushing them and giving you all transparency along the way.
So that's right. We're going to keep iterating. Please continue to provide feedback on what you see us doing and what you see us not doing, and we'll continuously work to improve. All right. That's enough review. Let's get on to the good stuff, starting with our vision, to enable the creation of anything, anywhere, by anyone. We're well on our way, and our strategy forward rests on 4 pillars. Number 1, we're committed to providing a stable, high-performance, universally accessible foundation for all of our creators and our users. Number 2, creator productivity. We're enhancing your efficiency with superior tools for avatars, animation, seamless iteration, and asset management. Number 3, we're going to provide you with better tools and insights to grow. We're giving you data and AI-powered tools to make more informed decisions, iterate effectively in production, and reach a global audience. And number 4, a powerful engine. We have an amazing engine, and we are evolving it to support more complex and expressive content at a massive scale, unlocking the next generation of experiences. Together, these pillars will make this platform, which is already the most powerful and flexible platform to create on, even better. And we have tons of great updates on each one. I'm excited to show you what we're building, starting with inviting up Josh Anon and Taylor Russ to talk about our rock-solid platform.
Hi, I'm Josh Annan, a product manager on the Engine team.
And I'm Taylor, an engineering lead on the Engine team.
One of Roblox's unique value propositions is that you write your experience once, and we make sure it runs well on millions of devices worldwide, from high-end gaming PCs to low-end budget phones. This lets you spend your time creating instead of thinking about things like GPU drivers. Now, there's a lot that goes into delivering this. Let's look at how we're doing. First, stability. Stability means not crashing. Our goal is to never crash. In the past year, we have significantly improved our stability. We're seeing a 66% improvement in playtime per crash for iOS users. Android users have seen a 26% improvement. One of the key ways we're doing this is by continuing to invest in how we manage memory. In the past year, we've built an entirely new memory management system internally that's rolled out almost everywhere globally. Now, what's extra impressive is that this system takes experiences that used to be unplayable and crash immediately on low-end devices, and it makes them very stable and playable, like you see in this video. On Android alone, based on some of our early testing, we think the system could deliver an additional 356 million hours of annualized playtime. That's a pretty big deal, and you all get it transparently for free. Stability doesn't just matter when you're playing, it matters when you're building. We've been spending a lot of time working on studio stability as well. Since last year, we've improved studio hours per failure by 90%. Hopefully some of you noticed the difference. Good, a couple of you.
Stability goes hand in hand with raw performance, and we're seeing great strides here too. Our goal is to build systems where you fall into a pit of success, and we take care of performance for you, ensuring your content runs fast everywhere. We're seeing some incredible improvements with our cloud-based LOD system that Dave talked about during the keynote. And we'll go into more detail when we discuss the future of the engine. But we wanted to highlight 2 other improvements to share with you all. We continue to comb through our code and work on perf and push on it wherever we can. As we worked on the new LOD system, we found that mesh loading was capped per frame. We uncapped it. We saw crazy gains in performance, especially on higher-end machines. In many experiences, we saw load times cut in half or more. You all received the improvement automatically without having to republish. Performance isn't just about the client. We pay close attention to our server frame rate as well. And we call this heartbeat. We target ensuring that our servers run at 60 hertz globally. Late last year, we started looking closely at the deep internals of how our engine interacts with the Linux kernel that the server runs with. We found an opportunity with virtual memory to physical memory mapping to use something called transparent huge pages, and that improves that mapping efficiency. We deployed THP over the course of a month, and it had a huge impact. You can see the impact in this chart, where in one day, we went from a PO5 heartbeat below 45 to regularly above 50. And for our PO5 users, we're not consistently hitting 60 hertz yet. We still have work to do, but this is big progress. And of course, this all happened transparently. You did nothing, Roblox got faster, and all your experiences benefited.
Next up, platform reliability. On Roblox, we take care of the server stuff for you. This year, as we've broken industry records, we've had teams working harder than ever to make sure our servers are reliable and that you can focus on growing record-setting content, not managing services. Since last year, we've continued to improve the uptime of Roblox itself. Our uptime was 99.972%. Our improvements saved over 12 million engagement hours. We'll keep pushing to 4 nines and then 5 nines. So we operate data centers around the world, including our new Brazil data center. And internally, we forecast growth in supply and demand and make sure we can deliver enough compute. But recently, we've seen record concurrent users, which required more compute power than we had in our entire global grid. I call this our holy moly chart. We actually had a weekend earlier this year where we ran out of compute for a few minutes. Rather than throwing up an error saying Roblox is full and stopping people from playing, we worked around the clock so that within a few weeks, we could use third-party cloud services to run our servers too, so that we wouldn't run out of capacity again. From your perspective, things just work invisibly. Roblox could handle record-setting demand no problem. A few weeks ago, we had over 45 million concurrent players, which this investment let us handle. I don't think anybody else could do that. It's pretty cool. That's for our infrastructure team.
Finally, let's talk about friction. And let's start with everyone's favorite source of friction, bugs. We've made addressing your dev forum issues a company-wide priority. Since January, we've closed more than 4,100 bugs, which is about twice as many as we had closed last year by this time. And there's still 3 months left in the year. A major source of friction for players isn't just bugs, though. It's cheating. People who cheat make playing together less fun. We are making it our mission to end cheating on Roblox. A few years ago, we took a step forward in Windows with Hyperion anti-cheat technology, and we're continuing to improve that technology. This year, we're focused on Android as well. But we've also made a major change in how we handle cheating on the platform. Historically, whenever we detected a cheater, we'd make a note and run a periodic manual ban wave. Now, we have an automated system that runs 24/7 so that if we detect cheating, you'll automatically receive progressive consequences going from a warning all the way to a permanent ban. Our goal is to reform people and get them playing fairly, which is why we have these progressive actions. Hopefully everyone here has only felt the benefits and not experienced any of those consequences. Since April, we've seen an 84% reduction in playtime exposure to cheaters thanks to this system. We'll continue to invest in securing Roblox by both securing Roblox itself and by giving you tools like server authority. Come to the competitive games breakout talk tomorrow. We're proud of results that we've achieved this year, and we hope that you appreciate them. And we look forward to sharing more with you next year. We're going to hand it off to Oren and Eric next to talk to you about creator productivity.
Hi, I'm Eric Yip, engineering lead for Roblox Studio, and today we're thrilled to share with you our latest update to boost your productivity.
And hi, I'm Oren Jacob, engineering lead for Avatar. We're powering up you across 4 areas in our talk today, cutting out busy work so you can innovate faster, and helping you scale your team's impact. Let's start with avatars and animation. To improve the quality of avatars with Avatar Auto Setup, back in March, we were running at about a 47% success rate. Today, that's at 90%. This lets you focus on creative intent and bringing your models to life. And you can leave things like rigging, skinning, caging for layered clothing, and partitioning for R15, attach points for accessories, and other stuff to us. Let's roll the video. On the creator side, on the creative side here is a builder in Blender. You're focusing on your vision. Unique model with custom pants and shirts and hair and shoes. Avatar Auto Setup then takes over. The heavy lifting is done in the background, and the complex conversion process is effortless. And there you have it. As you cycle through the results, you can preview them immediately, a full Roblox-ready avatar. So come by the studio booth to check out the latest and see Avatar Auto Setup for yourself. Now let's take a look at animation. We're making big strides in avatar animation technology today, introducing the adaptive animation format. This supports retargeting of animations across all types of humanoid rigs, from R6 to R15 to complex custom bone-based characters across the board. You can author and preserve contact-rich interactions across scenes and across characters. With the adaptive animation format, animations can be created once, and they'll run on all avatars that Roblox supports today and that Roblox will support tomorrow. Yeah, there we go. Today, animation blending is rather limited. It takes about 1,000 lines of Lua scripting and a Lua scripter to make it all work. Let's roll the video. Soon, we'll be releasing the Animation Graph Editor, an API, and studio tooling that will enable next-level character animation quality and scripting, making scripting optional to deliver on that. So studio tooling will support both visual compositing and debugging of composed animations as well. Yeah. There we go. This will allow all animators to create rich, lifelike animations with no code.
All right, let's jump into how Studio is going to work better with your favorite tools. We know many of you prefer your own code editors. This is why last year we released an early preview of script sync, and now we're rolling out another update, folder level syncing. Let's see this in action. Select the data model location that you want to sync from, then a folder that you want to sync it to. And just like that, you can manage your entire code base from your favorite editor, create, rename, and delete scripts, all with Studio perfectly in sync.
Yeah.
All right. We're excited for this one. So this is coming soon in beta, and it's going to be GA by the end of this year. All right, we also know that when you're working with tools like Blender, you often need to move your 3D models out of Studio. And historically, you use OBJ for that. But it's limited, right? Single meshes, basic texture, you're looking for more. This is why we've launched GLTF exports for the assets that you have permissions for. Now on the left, the avatar is showing multiple meshes, proper rigging, and skinning intact. And on the right, 2 helmets, the OBJ looks flat, while the GLTF version shows the full PBR details with the look that you intended. This is already launched, so give it a shot, and you can always come by the studio booths to give us any feedback. Now that you've exported it, getting those models back into Studio should be easy. This is why we're introducing Model Re-import in Studio. So I know the name speaks for itself, but you know what? Let's have a demo. We had a house that we imported from Blender, but we want to add some rocks to it. Now, the re-import in Studio is just one click, no dialogues. All right? We're going to tweak some of these rock colors. And just for fun, we're going to attach this boat. Back in Blender, we're going to update this wooden dock a little bit. And now I'm going to use a keyboard shortcut for the re-import. And look, everything's intact, including that boat. The magic here is that the re-import is non-destructive, meaning your properties and constraints stay intact, keeping you in the creative flow. This is coming soon as a beta, but you can also come by the booth to check it out today.
All right. Let's get into how to improve and organize your data at scale. More creators are using more assets this year. 50% of top creators by time spent have more than 2,300 assets, and the top 5 have more than 30,000 assets each, double what we had last year. To help you manage your assets at scale, we launched our beta for our revamped Asset Manager, so you can easily find your assets with powerful search, sort, and filtering. You can search all your assets in your users and groups accounts with partial or exact matches. You can also find your models by searching using descriptive words as well. Next, to help you organize your assets,